internationally renowned. He's embarking on a national and international tour. He was the first ever Australian medium to perform at the Sydney Opera House. He was literally at the Sydney Opera House last week. And right now he is here at QT Canberra, first ever show in Canberra's history, and it is sold out. So please welcome David the Medium. Such a vibe, and he's a hugger.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. Could I find a smaller water bottle? Maybe not. Oh my God, Canberra's tested me with the tech issues. You think it was a school presentation, but here we are. A massive thank you, first and foremost, to Bethany Larsen, who will be not only emceeing tonight, but helping me hand around the microphone, and especially to Katie from the Kindred Soul in Goulburn for her wonderful introduction. But yes, this is the Coming Home reunion tour. It's my very first ever show here in Canberra, so I'm so excited to join you. Hey, where'd I put my phone? Thank you. It's good to be in the real nation's capital of Australia. I did use that joke in Sydney last week. Don't hold it against me, Canberra. Wasn't going to use it in Adelaide, so I had to use it somewhere. But, you know, Canberra is a very interesting city for me. Not the very first time, but the last time I was here was actually in 2018 at this same hotel because I saw John Edward. A few nodders. Was anyone else here in 2018? Yeah, cool. So he had a bigger room upstairs. But it's good to be here with all 2,600 of you. So thank you for coming. Don't pan the camera around, Chris. But no, Canberra's a really special city for me. A few of you may have seen on social media this morning, actually, that I nearly moved here. So for those that don't know, my background is actually corporate law, and I was studying counter-terrorism, and I was really a bit of a fucking weirdo. And I applied for a job at DFAT. Anyone from DFAT in the room? Oh, great. Level 5? No. So level 5 is, I don't think level 5 actually exists, does it? No. Yeah, there you go. So if you ever hear anyone say they're at level 5 at DFAT, it means they're with the intelligence agencies. So I probably don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but, you know, it's my show. I'll do it, whatever I want. So yeah, and it's really interesting to see the sliding moments because now, as you know, I am a psychic medium, and this is something I've done full time now for, I feel like I'm going to fall through the stage, but I don't have far to fall. It's something I've done now for 8 years full time. And as I mentioned at the very start, this is the Coming Home reunion tour. And what does it mean to come home and have a reunion? Something that I've learned very strongly and so deep within my soul over the last 8 years is that there is no such thing as death. The word itself is just so final, and it just feels so grotty, really. Because a soul, and even science understands this, once there is living energy, it doesn't ever cease to exist. It just changes form. And before we come to Earth, this plane, the matrix, whatever you want to call it, we are up in the afterlife, and we're a part of the universe. And then you come here and you live your life. Unfortunately, all of us have had someone cross over at some stage throughout our life. But for them, they're not going to a different plane, or they're not going to an unrecognizable place. They're actually returning home. And eventually we're all going to be returning home ourselves. We're just visitors here. Spirit said my shirt was not tucked in. Fine, isn't it? Looks all right. This is my ADD brain. Spirit talks to me and I'm talking, and then I'm like, who's talking? But shows like this are a reunion. It's a reunion of souls. What I want to be able to do for you tonight is bring the undeniable proof to every single person in this room that your loved ones are still around you. And that I don't open the door for them to walk in. You brought them with you tonight. And this is a reunion of those souls. And in this moment and in this crowd, we've all come home together for this evening. And the most special thing about being able to do group readings like this is that Spirit tailors every single one of them so differently to every city or every group that I do. Now, I'll be reading dozens of people at random throughout the crowd tonight. But what I want you all to remember, if I'm speaking to someone directly, but the messages that I'm bringing forward, if you listen to them and you're like, oh, that reminds me so much of my mum, my dad, my brother, whoever it may be, I want you to know that in that moment, that is their way of reaching out to you directly as well. Because Spirit in big settings like this love to piggyback onto readings. Like already I'm getting actually a lot of pains in my head. So there might be unfortunately a few people that connect with head issues like brain cancers and things like that. And they have a plan before we even get here. So I have a game plan with them at the start. I'm starting to notice as the tour goes on, Spirit's not listening to it, but that's fine. Because I'm like, start at the start, we'll work our way back. And they're like, let's start at the back. I'm like, oh, okay. But you didn't wear comfy shoes, Beth, so we're going to be getting you running around. But without further ado, because you're probably all like, hurry the fuck up. Is everyone excited? Is everyone happy? Oh, you got a wine? Love to see that. Everyone's like, thanks for targeting me. Just quickly as well, who's had I mean, this is my first time in Canberra, as I mentioned, but who may have had a reading with me before? Perfect. Right. And Spirit just interrupted again. Perfect. Has anyone come from outside of the ACT tonight? Queen Bien, put your hands down. You could have walked here, really. So don't worry. Perfect. So thank you for coming. I won't spend half an hour asking everyone where they came from, but that's okay. But thank you for coming, every single one of you tonight. So without further ado, we may as well get started, because like I said, you're not here to see my D-grade comedy routine. All right. Now, Katie was kind enough to open the space, but if I could get everybody to take one deep breath in on my count. 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold. And release. 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold. Actually, don't hold, keep breathing. Perfect. All right, let's begin. I promise I've done this before. I look like a deer in headlights, I know, but it's only because I'm listening to them. All right. Let's jump in. It's really interesting because even I don't usually feel Spirit when I'm not reading, surprise, surprise. But even when I was out the back, I was in the storeroom. It's not as glamorous as it sounds. It was very cold in there as well. Headlights were on. I'm probably going to laugh with me tonight, cry with me tonight. I'm probably going to offend you at some point as well. I won't make any political jokes because you're all probably actually political staffers. So we save those for Melbourne. Okay. Now, I forget why I'm here sometimes. I'm like, no, you've actually got to read now. But now, when I was up the back, Katie, do you have the microphone? No, sorry, Beth. Yeah, perfect. We'll get started. It would help, yeah. No, because I'll connect them, we'll pass it around, yeah. Unless you want to sing. No, great, okay. Because what I had when I was at the back, there was a beautiful younger gentleman with me. Now, when I say beautiful, he had a very gentle energy, but he was actually quite handsome. I won't laugh at that. No, great, no. And he said, Dave, my mum's here. Go into that. We're probably more up the back, I dare say, actually, because I wanted to start at the front and work around, but Spirit's sort of taken me right up the back. I've got a younger gentleman here who references, but I wanted to play in America, or something about playing games in America or traveling to America. There's a reference of, show me that, Dad Gary. Off to a great start, okay. Perfect. Just actually, before I make Beth work over there, just a young gentleman who passed very quickly. And Dad is, his father I think is Gary, or your dad might be Gary. Perfect. 1 for 1. No, good. Hello, ladies.
Hello.
It's all right, Beth, you can get them to hold it. Saves you having to bend it. Otherwise, your legs are going to get very tired. Hi, ladies. What were your names?
I'm Janice, and this is my sister Sharon.
Hi, Sharon and Janice. Nice to meet you. What I have, as I mentioned, is a very beautiful younger man who was jumping forward very, very quickly. Even when I was out the back, there was a reference of, I'm so glad we've been able to do this, Dave. I'm so glad we're able to do this. He says, oh, my mum. The Genesis would be your son, is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Beautiful. You have to agree with me because you're his mother, but he's a very good-looking man. He's got such a gentle hand. He kind of looks American, like if I could put him in a Hollywood movie.
He would love you saying that.
Oh, I thought you were over there.
Yeah.
that speaker has really thrown me off because I usually wear a headset and I can't hear myself talk when I do that. This gentleman, for me, your beautiful son, he does reference passing, unfortunately, very quickly. And there's a reference of, I'm so glad I'm able to be here, Dave, because I wasn't able to say what I wanted to say to my family, especially my beautiful mum. He says, I need her to know how proud I am of the strength that she's held for everybody when I crossed over. And he says, it's what you always say, Dave, there's no one more important than your mum. Now, he also wants to send love to Adam or Eve.
Oh, his brother Adam.
Perfect. And I'm so sorry to bring this up. But he says, I need my family, I need my mum to know that I did pass instantly. And the police just weren't saying that. Now, he says, oh, there we go. He says, Mum, I'm just glad no one else was in the car. So did he unfortunately pass in a car crash? Yeah. And it's night because everything just went dark. And he says, I just need my mum to know how proud I am of her in the way in which she honours me and carries strength for everybody. He says, but Dave, she's never even given herself the time to be able to grieve properly. And he says, because she's just been so strong for everyone else. And he says, I'm so sorry my parents had to get that call. And someone came to the house. So the police came to the house.
Police came to the house.
And then you had to, unfortunately, call people.
Yeah.
Where does Lockie connect with you?
That's his name.
He showed me one of my really good friends from school who was Lachlan. So Lockie.
Yeah.
He says, I've never done anything like this before. So I don't know whether you or anyone else in the family has ever been to a medium. I don't want to shit talk anyone, but he says, I wasn't able to talk properly through them. And he says, they were able to pass things on from me. I know that my mum knows that I'm around.
Yes.
But he says there's a lot of unanswered questions. Because even as I'm talking, I'm sort of losing my breath a little bit, which is sort of all these things. So he does want to validate. So he was in a car crash.
Yes.
Because it's a vehicular accident, but there is other parties involved, and he holds them responsible for it.
Correct. Yes.
So he was unfortunately probably hit by a car. But
he was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Literally what I was about to say, because it's unfortunately it's a car accident, but it's out of his control.
Yes.
And he's very sporty. It's not rugby.
This will be interesting. Can you pick it?
I wanted to say lacrosse, but like...
Close.
Oh, great. Is it? Because I was like, no one plays
it's
lacrosse.
close.
Yeah.
It's close. Ice hockey.
I was going to say ice hockey. No, because I felt like I was holding a stick and kind of wanted to swing it. That's probably my American reference as well, because no one really plays ice hockey. Oh, they might in Canberra. Do people play ice? Yeah,
It's
they
big
don't
in
know.
Canberra. Yeah.
Pardon? It's big in Canberra.
Yeah.
Right. I was trying to make a bad joke, but I couldn't think of anything quick enough.
But we did live in Canada for 12 months, which is where he learnt to play
Okay,
ice
because
hockey.
I was still... Oh, I should have said it, because I was more taken to North America, and I just said America. So he was living over there.
Yes.
Perfect. Which I must be psychic, because you just said that.
Must be.
Oh, got that on camera. Oh, he's pretty good. Yeah, so it's just this element. He's very protective over a younger girl as well, which he's not old enough to be a dad, I wouldn't imagine, but it's probably his sister.
Yes.
Because he's very, very bonded into her. Now, she's old enough to know everything about me, Dave, but he does call her the baby. So she's probably younger than any other siblings in the family, because I know he mentioned his brother.
Youngest.
Perfect. Law Institute of Victoria. What? Oh, Liv?
Yes. Olivia.
Liv.
Call her Liv. Yeah, that's incredible.
They showed me a logo for a place that I used to like, the Law Institute of Victoria, Liv, like LAV.
Yeah.
And then I thought, hold on, that's a name. Sorry. You never know what's going to come up,
That's
guys.
incredible.
I might strip later, who knows? You just don't know. You really don't know. Lockie said, please don't. I'm like, no, okay. But yeah, so more than anything else, he also wants to validate that it's okay to sit in my room, because Dad also spends a lot of time there. And he says, I speak on, oh, I love that. He says, I speak on behalf of all the kids here tonight, Dave, that my parents really are my best mates. And he says, I'm just so thankful for my mum and my auntie for looking after her. So you got to call in as well. Name Ron was a little bit loud. I don't know whether you connect with Ronald.
Sorry, I didn't.
Ron? No, yeah, I think we're channeling others, but more than anything else, please know that Lockie just wants to really send his love to you. Thank you for coming tonight. It's the element of unanswered questions around the passing, but he says, Dave, they know the whole story, but I need them to know that I crossed instantly. He's also referencing being honoured as well, because there's references as plaques or like things named after me. Like, yeah, perfect. Knowing that the family is a part of that, or that they're also being honoured with me through that. He says, time to go to New Zealand.
Okay.
No pressure, but you have to book a flight. I have a reputation. I'll come with you. That'll be great.
Okay.
But from everyone and me as well. Massive kiss.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
He was hanging out with me up the back. Like, it's very rare that I'll feel spirit before I start. All right. Everyone's looking at me. I'm like, yeah, I'm looking at you too. Now, everyone's like, is this guy for real? All right. Now, I think I mentioned this out loud at the very start. I've got issues with my mind, actually, because there's a lot of issues going on with the head. I've got someone else that's also piggybacking here on a car crash. I'm probably more drawn over this area, but I just want to sort of see what we channel, because I've also got another younger man who references passing in the two wheels. So that's usually a motorcycle, actually. Just through here. What's the guy from Titanic who was Rose's husband? What's the actor's name?
Jack.
No, they never got married. No, the guy that was a bit of a bastard. Billy Zane. Where does the name Billy or Zane connect with someone who passed in a car crash? Perfect. Sorry, because Spirit will use my brain like a library, but I also have ADD. So it's a bit like, what am I looking at? Hi, ladies. Sorry, what was your name?
Tiana,
Tiana, nice to meet you. By solo tonight?
with my friend Sarah.
Hi, Sarah. Nice to meet you. We've got this really... Every male is saying this at every live show I do, but he's like, Dave, I don't know if I believe in this, but I'm here. I'm like, great. It's like, well, you've got no choice now. You're not human. He says, thank you for looking after my girl. Oh, just got whole body goosebumps. He really loves you, but like he says, as a friend. And I was like, okay. He says, no. This is my girl's sister. Does that make sense? Oh, so this was your sister's partner. He really looks at you like a best mate. Like it's sort of like you and I can team up on her, if that makes sense. Like if we want to give her the shits. He says she always had my back. Now, as I mentioned, we are piggybacking on the other reading here, but there is a reference of him unfortunately passing in a two-wheel motorcycle accident. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It kind of feels like it was raining. I don't know whether that makes sense with you, but everything kind of feels a little bit wet.
Yeah.
And he really references, like, Dave, I was going a little bit fast. I wasn't paying attention. And then everything just sort of happened. And
Yeah, Kaylee's my sister.
Kaylee, perfect. Kay.
Oh my God, I told him no.
You told him no.
Yeah, I was like, don't come through. He's just, he's...
It's going on YouTube,
Yeah.
though. Yeah.
Oh my God, my sister is going to kill me.
Well, we'll do a show next year and we'll bring you forward. Why is she going to kill you?
Oh, it's,
This is why
yeah,
he's
very-
coming forward, because you told him not to.
very, very recent it happened.
Yeah.
So,
Well, see, he's a bit like me. He can't take anything seriously, but he's such a boy. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
he is.
He's quite like, kind of looks like a rugby player. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, he was.
He was?
Yeah.
Great. 2 for 2. Yeah, because he's a big boy.
Yeah,
Like me.
big boy. Yep.
Yeah. Everyone, when they see me in person for the first time, they're like, oh, he's really short. So is Kylie Minogue. No one thinks it. She's like 4'10" or something. So I know, unfortunately, you validate everything happening really recently.
Yeah.
He's referencing everything that's happened since I've crossed over. So usually when Spirit says that, it can be mean that they've been passed for years, really, which I know that you've been able to confirm that he hasn't. But it's sort of this, oh, it's winter. So he probably passed, unfortunately. Like, when did, I don't like asking questions. I will. Don't think I won't. So when did he unfortunately pass then?
In July.
Winter, okay.
Yeah.
Was it now spring? Okay. Wasn't in Canberra
No, it wasn't in Canberra.
because he's expanded the map. My geography is usually pretty strong. He's near the water. Yeah, because I feel like I can even see the water where I am when I cross over. So I don't know whether he's up on a hill, but he's really not that far from the coast. I'm probably going to say New South Wales.
Yeah, yeah.
He said near the bay.
Yeah.
Summer
the
Bay?
Bateman's Bay.
Batesman's Bay?
Yeah.
Summer Bay? No. Yeah, but please pass on. Definitely love to your sister. I know you mentioned she's going to kill you, but was she meant to be here tonight still?
No.
Because he's really referencing how we're in the same, not me and her, but like how him and her are in the same places at the same time.
Yeah,
So-
they definitely are.
I don't know how to translate that, but I want to see what he brings forward. It's sort of the element of signs. And I forgot to mention at the start, actually, when I go like, just hold on to this. When I go like this with my hands, it's usually a message that Spirit wants to expand to the whole audience. And I say to every single person, and I even talk about this on podcasts and things, but we should always ask our loved ones for signs. Even when they're still alive in the physical world with us, set the intention with them. Like, when you cross over, I want you to show me this. He's very strongly validating dream state for her. So whether Kaylee has been able to have dreams of him yet to be very fair, but he's very strongly connected with the dream state.
Yeah.
If I was hooked up to a brain monitor at the moment, it would actually show that I'm asleep. But I am not. So when we go into the different brainwave states, it allows Spirit to access us a lot easier. So if any of you ever have dreams with loved ones in them, or visiting, or even if you talk to them and hug them, know that that is real. It's exactly the same as me right now. It's just I'm consciously awake when it happens. My brain just changes. It's all energy. You know, we believe in Wi-Fi signals. We believe in radio signals. Believe in spiritual Wi-Fi signal as well. But more than anything else, he's just wanting to validate, thank you for taking care of her. Don't feel guilty. Like, don't feel like you're not doing enough for her, which I think, unfortunately, is a very common feeling that a lot of us have when loved ones cross over, or if we have friends or other family members that lose. I hate using the word lost. They don't lose if they have loved ones crossing over. But he's validating, Zane, that you're completely balancing her. So it's the element of like you're being such a good support for her. I don't know whether he's teasing, but he goes, I'm a daddy. They didn't have kids, though, did they?
No.
I don't want her to think he does, don't stress.
No, he had a good sense of humour. He was like the life of the party.
He's a gentle giant, though. This is the thing. He's got such a gentle... It's like the beautiful Lockie. Like, they've got such a gentle energy to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when he says, when the timing is right, please pass on my love. So I know that she knows that you're here, I assume.
Yeah. She did tell me not to come, but yeah.
Couldn't get a refund. So. And this is, again, the whole reason why he would have pushed forward at the very start. I love when stories like this happen, but yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Cheers. All right. You can all hear me. It's also really handy now that there's some spirits that actually vape. Because it tastes a lot nicer. I've gone from Winnie Reds to a raspberry swirl. It's really good. Much better on the throat. Okay, now Spirit's actually playing ball with me now because they're going straight through here. There's a reference of Margaret. If I was... How about I hold the microphone for talking out loud? The Italian version of Margaret is usually Marguerite. Oh! Might be you. Hello. So just wait for the microphone so everyone can hear. Hello, what was your name? Elise, nice to meet you. She just got married, you know. When did you get married, Elise?
While ago, 10 years.
10 years? Cut that part out, Chris. It's not a warning of a new marriage, you're all good. Marguerite is like a grandmother energy for you. She's very motherly vibe. It's a mother. No, I've got a grandmother Marguerite here.
It might not be me then.
Hold on. Does anyone here connect with a grandmother Marguerite? No, it's more down the front. They're drawing the energy closer to me. I'll keep it with you for now. Everyone's like, oh, he's a bit shit. What did we pay for? I just want to see where they go with it. Because it's... Pardon? I'm still down the front for now. But this is where we say piggyback, because if I say something and it connects, it will still be all of them talking together. My grandmother was, I was going to say Mary, but she wasn't at all. Just sort of stick with it because there's still a reference of the name. See, I've still got a lady referencing. So when Spirit says the Italian Margaret, for me that's Margarita. I don't even. It's probably more Spanish anyway. But they use my brain like a library. What I've got is. See, there's still a reference of being married recently. So if you were married 10 years ago, don't know if it's for you, but I just want to see where they go with it because we're still getting the connection coming forward. There's also a reference of. See. Yours didn't have brain issues, though, did she? Like, oh. It's all right, I didn't pay a bond. You're fine. It's payback for the TV. Actually, everyone, if you're holding a red wine glass, just fucking spill it. It's all right. Just target you in front of 250 people. You're all good. No, no. I'll hold the microphone on for now, but I just want to see where we go. Oh, okay. There's still a reference of the name Levi. Yeah, that's a really random name. Oh, someone put their hand up over there. Is that your son? Son Levi? Yeah, perfect. Okay. We're going to go back to the brain things. Don't think that I'm finished with you yet. You can't get away that easily. She's like, good, I didn't want to get away that easy, actually. We might go over there. And he's like, I've been working all day.
Getting my steps up.
No. Oh, I should have put my phone on me. I get Qantas points for walking. Anyone else do that? No, just me? Great, okay. Yeah, I've already hit 10,000 today. Yeah, my son, this is my daughter, Levi's my grandson. Does that make sense? Yeah, perfect. Hello, just the lady in the middle here. Party for one. Did you come by yourself tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, we love that. Thank you. So what was your name?
Jade.
Nice to meet you, Jade. Thank you for joining. I've got a very strong gentleman who's coming forward who references you as my daughter. And again, he's sort of piggybacking onto, again, the previous reading about the elements of how I passed recently, or when Spirit references the year of first, it's when someone crosses over within 12 months. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Where does the name, I'm going to give you two names actually because he's referencing my uncles. Might actually be his name. So I just want to validate that. Where does Michael or John connect with you?
Michael's my dad.
Perfect. Michael's my uncle. No one asked or cared, but that's fine. Sometimes I just don't need to explain things. It's all good. Yeah, he's very, very strongly connected into Levi, which I validate as your son. Was that correct? Yeah, perfect. Michael also wants to apologise to your mum. Because it's the element of like, wow, Dave.
That's
What, sorry?
I said that's random.
Yeah. Well, it's more the element of like, as a partner, there are things I could have done differently. But it's sort of, do you have a brother as well?
Yeah.
Perfect. Because it's sort of like, he's referencing my kids. You might have 10. Don't tell me names or anything like that. Probably not 10. But there's sort of this validation about like, when I look down, Dave, you know, and he expands this to the whole room. So it's a very strong message for everyone in the room tonight. But he says, when I'm able to look over my life down there, it's sort of like, I'm just so grateful for them. And he says, but now that I'm up here, I've been thinking of how I am as a father. And he says, he says, nothing against my son, my boy, but he said, Jade is the best thing I ever did. And he says, when I'm able to look over my life and her life, he says, you have to let her know that I can't put into words about how proud I am of the woman she's become and the mother she's become. Because Levi's not, I mean, you're a young lady yourself, but Levi's not very old at all.
No.
He definitely knows his grandfather, so I don't doubt that he's talking.
Tissues. I didn't think you'd pick me.
Neither did I, you know.
Thank you. Yeah.
So did he unfortunately pass at the start of the year?
No, not at the start.
Because there's a reference of February, so I don't know whether that's important within the family at all. If you can't connect instantly, don't stress, because I'll work out where he's going with it. He's referencing 2, but Levi feels older than 2. How old is Levi now, actually?
No, he's young. He's not. He's 1 year in a month.
Oh, so it still has to be when Levi's 2 then. Okay, let's go into that. Everyone's like, yeah, good one, Dave. You're fishing for it now. Because I've got a very strong connection with 2, which for me is usually February, but if you can't connect with that instantly, don't stress, because it also goes into ages. So, when? So over the coming months, because there's more of a reference around Christmas again. So what are we now, October? So Christmas is like 2 months away, yes, but it's not the 2. There's going to be a very, I just want to make sure this is what I'm saying before I say that. Like, yeah, perfect. There's a very strong validation about when we get to the Christmas New Year period about Levi's, he calls my boy, which will be Levi in this case, like his very strong growth or expansion, because I don't want Jade to think that he's like missing targets or not developing how he should. It's not a concern at all, because Spirit's not worried by that whatsoever, but there's more so the validation that like when it comes to Levi's development, he's going to kind of skip the middle parts, if that makes sense. So it's sort of like, okay, he might not be speaking completely, but then he'll break out into a whole sentence. He might not be crawling that long before he just ends up running. So it's sort of like over that period, it's going to be the connection with how he shows my daughter that I'm around. Your dad just keeps brushing my face. I don't know whether he had a moustache or not, but he keeps like going through that. It's like that porn star moustache that all guys think is cool because it's making a comeback. Well, don't show me that. He's wearing, like, as I made the porn star joke, he's wearing like if I was to look at an image of someone from the 70s, you know how they wear like the wife beaters and the really short shorts? He's just come forward wearing that. I'm like, oh, okay.
He would have, yeah.
Because he's such a lad. And it's, back to my boy, he says, I just need Jade to know that I'm looking after him, but I don't want her to think that there's anything that should be changed when it comes to my grandson. It's sort of like, and especially by the time Levi gets to 2, how old did you say he was now? Sorry, like a year?
Yeah, almost turning a year.
God, he feels so much older energetically.
Yeah.
Usually boys feel younger than they are and girls feel older.
He's like already walking and into everything. And
Perfect. Because he's really skipping the middle parts with everything he'll do through life. So if he's already walking already, there you go. It's a bit random. He says teach him another language, but like, what are you going to teach him, Jane? Do you speak? I don't think you speak any other languages. No. We got lucky that English is the international language. There's a very strong, with Levi in speech, because it's still tying it back in with me, with Michael, he says, with me. It has to be, especially over the next 12 months, that you're going to get very, very strong validations from Levi directly that I'm around. So even though, because he's got a very strong bond with his grandson, but there's still the element of like, he'll talk about me, he'll mention things. I don't know whether you're having electrical issues in the house at the moment, but even as I close my eyes, the lights flickered. So pay attention to that, especially. You're nodding. Is that happening already?
Yeah, like our TV was having issues with
volume. Is this your TV? Thanks for bringing it, Jane. No,
yeah.
Because the soul is completely energy. So when we leave the physical body, we become an energy force. And that has the ability to interfere with electronic devices. So, Michael, for me, is already flickering the lights in my mind for you directly. So if you're having issues with the TV, especially since he's crossed over, but more so pay attention to lighting in bedrooms in particular. Especially, again, with Levi, probably even in where Levi's sleeping, which, I know he's a young man, he probably doesn't have his own room yet, of course, like that. But, it has to be around you directly. But all he's referencing is the element of communication. He does reference passing quite quickly because I'm sort of losing my breath. Now, I'm not saying it was from the chest, but my heart is kind of really sore there. So was it like, I feel a bit fluidy on the chest as well.
Yeah, he ended up having pneumonia.
And did that lead to a cardiac event though? Because it's sort of like there's still the elements of how he says not everyone knows the whole story.
Yeah, I feel like makes sense. Yeah, it was like respiratory sepsis.
Okay. Yeah, that unfortunately does lead to a cardiac event in some ways. I don't know whether I'm throwing him under the bus. He did have, unfortunately, lung issues, but I don't know whether Michael smoked or not, because because I really was struggling then, and then I couldn't have a drink, because where am I going to put the microphone? Send love to my boy, which is going to be, so you've only got the one brother?
Yeah.
I would have sworn there was 2. Don't stress. You don't have one floating around. You don't know his
my mum's previous marriage, she had a daughter and a brother.
Oh, so you do have 2 brothers, but one with dad. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Just know that he really wants to send his love. But Levi will be the natural medium. Again, this is a message for all the parents in the room. If you have children under the age of 7 or 8, they're not human. Like, they don't have ego, they don't have social conditioning, they have the real ability to see, feel, and hear energy without even thinking anything of it. Someone said, my daughter's a lesbian. I'm like, any lesbians in the room? No, that's it. It wasn't you, Jay, don't stress. It was a female voice.
It's my sister.
Okay, so we do have a female coming forward. Calling. But your mum's earth side.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this said my daughter. But I think we're piggybacking onto the lesbian sister.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, oh, this is just interesting. But especially from Michael, but also for me. Massive kids. Thank you for coming in as well. Thank you. sweating. They keep picking on my shirt, and I thought this was a nice shirt. All right. Hopefully you're out of the closet because I think I'm about to target someone. She might not be here. There's a lady, an older lady who references going through a cancer journey because there's reference of internal spread within the body. Oh, okay, she's referencing my mum. So my mum's name is Anne. Oh, that could be it. Breast. Does she have a lesbian daughter?
Oh.
I'm trying to think of a famous lesbian. Is her daughter Ellen DeGeneres?
No, but looks like her.
Oh, that's. I mean, I actually said that as a joke, but I'll take it. Hi, ladies. Sorry, what were your names?
I'm Grace, and this is my mum, Sharon.
Oh, Sharon. Nice to meet you.
She always said she'd come.
Yeah, she said when she got cancer, I said, what if you don't come through in my psychic readings? And she said, oh, if the person's good, I'll come through. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Stop it. I'll take that as a comment. We got that on camera, didn't we? Yeah, great. He's sending that up to heaven. Sorry, Grace.
Hi, Olivia. She went to my school.
I mean, probably the whole audience went to your school day.
Honestly,
Canberra's not a big
right?
place. Someone said Mary MacKillop. Is that a school?
No, but Catholic school. Yeah.
We love that.
Yeah. There is a MacKillop here in Canberra, Mary MacKillop School.
Great.
Yeah.
Why are we bringing that up? Anyway, please note your grandmother's making her presence very clear.
Oh, good.
And she's referencing, oh, this is a really random reference. You have a connection with the Osborne House in Bundanoon? Oh, okay, what's that?
Oh my God, she lived in Bundanoon. That's where she lived. What?
So this is really random, but like I went to Bundanoon for the very first time back in like June, but I'm actually working a retreat there in December with some of you may Zoe Marshall. Yeah, everyone's like, no. Sorry, Zoe. She just showed me the train station logo for Bundanoon. When you go at the train station, it says a massive bun. So she lived there.
Yeah.
It's like 500 people that live there.
Literally, she was one of them.
I'm glad we got that on camera again.
But I used to catch the train all the time to her house and walk to her house. So
Perfect.
Yeah.
So you know it's that. She
know.
literally showed me the train station as the
yeah.
reference because you know all the shops are around it.
Yeah.
Probably the case with most train stations actually. So yeah, Anne unfortunately validates references of issues with the chest. Sharon, this is not your mum, is it? No, perfect. She looks to you very much like a daughter all the same though. Because it's because what she's got you over there, she's coming forward that side, but then there's still the element of like the daughter. So,
My mother-in-law.
perfect. So even though you are the daughter-in-law, it's like it's no in-laws, you're the daughter.
She always said that.
You know Zoe Marshall. Sorry, it's not. This is Tandia, who actually works with Zoe. So you can actually back up my story. We did go to Bundanoon, didn't we? Yeah. Just thought, yeah, there is a retreat. It's still going ahead. Great. Yeah. Because I don't really plan more than 2 days ahead. You just don't know. And yes, and I know you're able to validate for me. She unfortunately had a cancer journey. She's wanting to validate her hair has grown back.
Oh, yay!
Because I can appreciate, unfortunately, the cancer journey that obviously hair can fall out. She says, but she goes, I looked swollen and my arms were all swollen. And she goes, I just looked.
That's literally what she said.
Because she's doing it with me. She's like, I just look swollen. And I'm like, oh, okay, you look great now. Again, it's unfortunately a bit of a recent passing again, because again, we're piggybacking onto the elements of like how it can be the year of first. So did she unfortunately pass within the last 12 to 18 months again?
Yes.
Like even more, I mean, probably obviously more recent than that, but it has to be probably even 2025, I would assume, because
Yeah, it was in February.
February.
Oh, there she goes.
When did I mention February? No. Everyone in the audience is like, we all connect with February some way. And she's also got a son with her. Oh
my God.
Who passed at quite a younger age for him, because she says I'm reconnected with him, but then she went to pick him up, which is usually my reference of the younger man or the younger boy. Even if he's like 30, Spirit will still pick them up. It's a bit weird. And when I say someone younger, it's anyone between the ages of 0 and 60. So I'm like, you need to narrow it down a little bit. Sorry, anyone over 60, you're still young, don't stress. So more than anything else, she says, when it comes to my funeral and everything, Dave, she says, I just don't want to think about it, that you did everything perfectly.
Oh, that's so good.
Because you guys are a vibe. We should go for a drink later. I don't drink. And I know I said this name before, but I'm getting it wrong again. So if that doesn't connect...
Well, Robert.
Your dad?
No, my grandfather, her husband.
Perfect. Thanks for giving me the answer there as well.
Oh, so sorry.
No,
okay, I'll let you guess next time.
No,
Yeah.
we don't guess. I haven't got this far by guessing, Dom. No, we save that for the other mediums. I could name them all if you want. We'll do that on the last show of the tour, I think. The Burn Book, David the Medium. See, again, we're piggybacking in. I'm not sure whether this is with Anne directly, but there's a reference of I found my son Ryan. Oh, so is that with you again? Oh, I'm still around. Is that with Grandma? No, the Marguerite woman? Mother-in-law? What's the connection? Yeah. Perfect. And her son was Ryan, your brother. Perfect. Sorry, because she's got the most feminine energy that's just circling around the room suddenly. Who's Gibbo? Oh, great. If that makes sense, we'll come next. And yeah, it's more so Anna's just got this real bossy energy, but in the most sweet, fun way.
Yeah.
And she's more like, okay, good. As long as they know that I'm here, I don't want them to worry about the house. So I know, unfortunately, you're able to validate for me she passed recently, but whether she kind of references moving in with family anyway, or something about connections with. Where does Sarah connect? Lesbian Sarah?
There's another lesbian with an S name.
Sally? No, no.
Sam.
Sam? No, I'm just joking.
No, but Sam. Yeah.
Is that the wife?
Yeah.
Of her daughter?
Yes.
Don't tell me her daughter's... Don't tell me her daughter's
Okay.
name, because she's referencing in my family. What's the first letter of her daughter's name?
R.
She's referencing Rebecca, but I don't have a Rebecca. It's not Rebecca, though, is it? No. Okay, we'll just sit here for half an hour, I guess. This is a guess. No, we'll leave that with me. That's rah. Leave that with me.
Okay.
And, yeah, with your dad, which is my son, something about changing with work or evolution of career, because it's sort of he can take a step back now. I mean, I don't think he's old enough to retire or anything like that, but there's a reference of how we look between now and 4, which will be April. There has to be an evolution within work. He's got a very it's kind of I control my own job though. So I'm not saying he's an entrepreneur or runs his own business or anything like that, but there's a real reference of how even as an older gentleman, it's sort of my son is stepping into his power with work. So if he's not looking at changing anything, I don't know what he does for work right now, because it's more the reference of she's I didn't even really know. She's just playing, but she says no, but so I imagine he's not looking for work at the moment, a change or something like that, because there's a reference of a wheel spinning in my head, which is usually when we go through evolutions or change.
Oh, there's a bit of change, but not with work. Yeah.
It has to be within the work field. So it's probably going to come up and start next year. It's not negative. She's just referencing I'm guiding my son through it. So this will be dad
good.
for you, partner for you.
Good.
But she says, out of all... you can't say that. Oh, we can. She says, out of all the grandkids...
Stop.
She says, it's not that we play favourites, but I know that she understood me.
No.
And it's sort of we don't need to talk.
Yeah, totally.
She says, so it's time for you. She said, just start doing whatever you want now.
Oh, that's something she would say, yeah.
Because it's sort of I've got you, we've all got you. She says, you're very lucky to have the mum you have.
Oh. That's cute.
Yeah, as it is.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you.
Wait, is she with my dog?
As soon as as you said that, I saw not a German Shepherd. It's not your dog. I saw like a husky or something in my head. I don't know whether I unfortunately lost a husky or a Malamute or something like that. Anyone? Yeah. We'll keep the microphone for you because I want to bring forward your dog.
Okay, yeah.
Animal spirit can come forward, exactly the same as humans, and they actually do talk, which is fun. Again, we're piggybacking here just between the two groups here. Did one of your dogs go missing?
Yeah.
Okay. Did your dog also go missing? No, but you had a big husky? Yeah. My grandmother grew up with huskies, so as soon as we reference missing dog, huskies are, you know what huskies are like, they're the most nutty dogs of the lot. They're like, "Rrr." Oh, I won't do that again. But I saw a husky jump through the stage. What Anne wanted to validate for me, she's with the dog that was missing. So did you find it again though?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, but it went missing and then you found it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Better. So if you had the dog that was missing and then it obviously came back to you, she's referencing looking after the dog that went missing.
Oh.
So long story short, yes, she's with the dog. I wanted the breed because I love getting dog breeds. Again, everyone's like, can you just get on with the readings? I mean, it looks fluffy, but it's not a golden retriever or anything like that. I don't know. What kind of dog was it?
It was a Cavalier King Charles.
I nearly said cavoodle, but then I was like, no. Okay. But either way, it's still wrong anyway if I said cavoodle. But yeah, know that she's looking after massive kids.
Oh, thank
Thank
you.
you. I'm just going to have a drink, and then Margarita's jumping forward like crazy. Oh, God, that was a lot further than I thought. Really split the pants. And Marguerite had brain issues. Because there's still a reference of, like... Don't be shy, Beth.
Sorry.
I'm still trying to work out who you remind me of.
Don't say Nikki Hilton.
Nikki, well, not Nikki Hilton. No, we don't like rich women. God, we don't want to be rich. No.
Actually.
And it was Elise, was it? Yeah, beautiful. Perfect. Putting you on the spot now. Thank you. Yeah, see, again through here, and I know you mentioned it was sort of within the family at the same time. And Ryan was your brother, wasn't it? Yeah, she says my younger boy. So you were older than Ryan. Perfect. He passed at a sort of a very younger age there, if that makes sense. Yeah. Now, she's really wanting to be strongly connected with Ryan. Again, I'll let my girl, my only girl, so I don't know whether you're the only daughter. Yeah, perfect. You're the favourite daughter. Well, you have to be. Letting my girl know that I'm back with Ryan. He was very young when he crossed over. Like, I don't know whether it was like a baby or just like a young man, but like it's kind of very different between a baby and a young man, but yeah, a lot younger than we are now. With Ryan, he references being able to have my voice or I can talk now. So towards the end of his time on Earth, I don't know whether there was issues with being able to communicate properly or the fact that I just couldn't talk properly, but he sort of references taking control of the situation. How old, so again, I'm asking too many questions, but how old was he when he crossed over? 2. Yeah, so it's again finding the voice. Again, it's the element of twos that are jumping forward very strongly. As we referenced with Marguerite, she's still bringing forward a grandmother energy with her, which let's try and get names with that one because she's putting that within my family. And she says, I need my daughter to know, Dave, that with everything that's coming up, I'm holding her hand through this. Now, it's not a negative, because when you say that out loud, it kind of sounds negative, but she's referencing kind of how we were piggybacking again, how we're going through changes or life change. Now, when we reference relationships in particular, because I know you're able to validate for me, you've been married for a good 10 plus years now, she's bringing him in with the references, it's all about communication comprehension. It's sort of like he doesn't bloody listen to my daughter, so it's sort of like I need them to pay attention and the elements of how we like communicate or how we change things. Now, again, it's not meant to sound negative, but it's sort of the reference of like, if, in front of 240 people, so apologies, but if you feel like you're not being listened to or heard at the moment, yeah, you can just nod, you don't have to answer. Yeah. She's like, oh, okay. She goes, well, fuck him. I'm like, okay. She didn't catch me as the kind of lady that would say that, but like she has. Spirit does swear, but they usually don't. I swear a lot. I'll just swear on their behalf. So she's sort of validating that it's sort of like irregardless of how things evolve or how things go through. Now, it's again, no one is suggesting that there's negativity in the future around that. She's just more got the element of like, I'm carrying you through it. So irregardless of if tough situations come up or negative circumstances occur, it's sort of like, I'm looking after my daughter. She, again, sort of, I know you validated that there was brain sort of illnesses within the family that wasn't necessarily tied in with her directly. I'm still getting sort of a sharp, more of a dull, but kind of a dull sort of tinkliness through my middle of the head, which usually validates things like strokes, brain tumours, aneurysms. Again, it can sometimes be Alzheimer's or dementia. Actually, as soon as I said that they connect, where does Alzheimer's or dementia connect within the family, or do you have concerns for someone at the moment? No pressure.
No.
She's not dropping it. So this may actually be something that comes up over the coming 3 to 6 months. Now, no one is suggesting anyone in spirit is going to get diagnosed with Alzheimer's or dementia, but there's still the references of cognitive decline. Now, it can also be connected with the partner's family because we've still got the element of joining hands. So when spirit joins hands and comes forward in front, it references the whole circle. She says, with dad. Did you connect with Ron as well? Yeah, perfect. Granddad? Her dad?
Yeah.
Perfect. And no, it was going to annoy me because Ron wasn't not leaving. So I was like, we have to connect with Ron, the grandfather.
Yeah.
So Marguerite has brought him forward. And yeah, beautiful. Like, is that in my head? No, that wasn't. How's everyone in the back row enjoying the kitchen out the back? Or the banging plates? I was like, oh, God. Yeah, so just know what she wants you to do over the coming months in particular. She says, just do exactly what you're doing now, Dave. Just get her to continue to talk to me. She says, you know I hear it. Sorry, that's a bit loud. You know I hear it. Yeah, and again, we're expanding this out to the whole room because this is such an important message for everybody. Our loved ones in spirit, they hear everything we say. Sometimes we don't think positive things. That's fine, they don't care. But you don't even have to say it out loud for them to know how you're thinking, how you're feeling, and that's all your mum keeps going on to. She's pulling on your finger very tightly as well, which is interesting because you're grabbing it. It's not with Marguerite directly, but who had so I've actually got rheumatoid arthritis myself, but my whole hand has just gone really stiff. So is that with you, or did she have that?
She did, yeah.
Okay, because it's kind of like, I don't think she had the bent fingers like that.
No, they...
Oh, they did? Yeah,
they
because I
killed
keep
her.
wanting to do that, but it's kind of like dinosaur. Yeah. She's like, not anymore, not anymore. And it's very common for the daughter to have this anyway, but she's validating the passing down of items of significance, which is usually jewelry and things like that. Someone just said they've got, this might not be with you because I don't know whether you've got a bag or not. She said they bought my watch in the bag. I don't know whether anyone bought someone's watch in a bag today. Great. It's a reference of a silver watch. All right, we'll work that out. Don't be shy again. Silver watch? They're still pretty stuck on a silver watch though. Perfect. Can you connect with Jacob? That's you. Great. Okay. Probably know him pretty well then. Thank you. She's not leaving. She's like right there. And where does Savvy connect with you? Oh, Savvy's right there. Sorry, so Jacob and Savannah. I don't know why I could work that out because I assumed your name probably wasn't Savvy. Not that you're not savvy, but Savannah, nice to meet you.
Thank you.
And I know you reference wearing your father's watch. Yes. The gamer or something about PlayStation. What is that?
PlayStation symbols tattooed on my neck.
You literally have the
Yeah.
PlayStation symbols. I can't even see that. Hold on, can I see it? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That will be you. Great.
That's
okay.
me.
Because he showed the controller,
Yeah.
and then you literally have the control symbols on your neck. Okay.
Yeah.
And for the jury, I actually can't see his neck because it's on the other side. So don't think that I saw that before. Perfect. Now, I know you're wearing your father's watch, but there is a reference of the father energy and spirit. Now, Savannah, also with you, I am also bringing forward an old gentleman.
My dad.
Perfect. So please know that both your fathers are making their presence very strongly connected and clear. With you as well, Jacob, there's also it's kind of like a father energy that takes on a grandfather vibe, to be very fair. So I know, unfortunately, by the time we get to our age, there are a good chance, obviously, grandparents can cross over, but we're bringing forward a lot of older gentlemen there. Now, which one of the fathers had cancer energy?
That's me.
Perfect. Because there's the validation of when I reference internal spread, that and then Spirit says, but it won't get passed down. Usually for me, that can be considered something that can sometimes be considered genetic or hereditary. He's wanting to validate that my man won't have that. He's very strongly connected with going to the wedding, and I don't think you guys have been married very long. So it's sort of the validation from both the father energies that it's sort of like, we're there. Sav, was your dad Earthside for the wedding? No, perfect. Because he's so strongly holding onto your hand as I'm talking about this that he didn't even feel like he was in spirit when he was for the wedding. Someone said the TV's on. And I'm like, I mean, it'd be crazy if it did come on because I unplugged it. Oh, it's your TV. Not that one. That belongs to Jade. Electrical issues in the home. Pay attention to, give me a time frame, guys. +7. So over the next 7 days, 7 weeks feels a little bit long. Don't be surprised if you have TV or radios turning on in your house randomly. It's not lighting, so if you're getting any flickers of lights or anything like that, it's not that, because they're more referencing elements of things turning on. Now there's a reference of we have to plan their family, Dave. Everyone else is putting pressure on them too. Don't think, and this is for you, Savannah, don't think that you can't or won't fall pregnant if that is something that you and Jacob want. I'm not suggesting it's with you directly. Did any girls in the family have polycystic ovaries or something like that?
I do.
Okay. I didn't want to say it was you, but you put in the family circle. Oh. See, girls, I sympathise. I do get all the issues. I've had it all. A hysterectomy, ovarian cancer, bad period pain. Right now, I could be pregnant. No. I'm very late. About 25 years late. I've got to take it. So if, I can appreciate as well, you're a young couple. It's sort of I even talked about this on a podcast recently. That's sort of oh, you're married. When are you having kids? When are you doing it? Everyone's like, fuck, leave me alone. So both the father energies are wanting to validate. It's sort of I just want my kids to do them. It's sort of if they want to have kids that's already pre-written, I don't want them to feel the stress around it. Now, the only reason everyone up in spirit brings that up, you literally feel pregnant right now, no stress. That did happen in Melbourne, though. Has anyone seen that on YouTube? Like, comment, and subscribe, please. But it is going to be something that becomes a lot more prevalent even between now and the end of the year about the elements of expansion of family or journey. Now, I know you're both nodding, but here's me wanting to gossip with you, but where are we at with this?
It's
We're still talking.
yeah. If it happens, it happens. Yeah.
At the moment.
Kind of at the moment. Yeah.
They've kind of given you the answer, though. So if it's anything, I mean, it's an exciting thing, of course, but if it's anything that sort of places pressure on you guys, as they said at the very start, I don't want them to have to, people are in the area, people talking. They're wanting to validate that if it's something that you want, it's already written. So that's spiritual jargon for you're going to have kids. No pressure. Don't come for me if it happens, you know what I mean? They loved your wedding. I mean, I know we're in Canberra, but it kind of looks like a very bushy, open trees, you know. I mean,
It was here in Canberra, yeah.
wonderful, yeah. I mean, Canberra is pretty bushy, open and trees, isn't it? And I, like, just quietly, does anyone in Canberra go for a walk? Like, I've been walking the streets, and I'm like, hello? Like, I don't know. Like, there was no one on my walk this morning, and it was like 10 o'clock in the morning. I walked from here to Parliament House. I'm like, I think I saw 2 people. That's okay. Everyone's like, we don't care. I'm like, great, okay. Yeah, so just... Yeah, both the fathers are, again, referencing the wedding energies and just letting them know. It's a reference of the spare seat. So I don't know whether, I mean, when we reference weddings with that, it can be literally that we have spare seats for someone, but it can also be when we have names for them. He still references walking you down the aisle, so that can also be elements of, like, she put me in the bouquet. Oh, did you have a picture of him in the flowers or something like that? Because he held flowers and then put a picture of him next to it. Unless that literally was at the wedding, to be fair. But, like, I mean, it's not unheard of that we have photos and stuff of loved ones. But he's sort of referencing it has to be post-wedding now. Hold on, because he's showing me the wedding, yes. Freeze-drying the flowers. Might not be for you, because I'm suddenly scooting through here a little bit. Hold on to the microphone for now. Just, where are we going, guys? Just actually through this whole section here. Actually good at the QT Hotel to put everyone into sections for me. It's a very randomly specific reference here. Does anyone have their, not frozen flowers from their wedding, but like, did anyone dry the flowers of their bouquet and then have a photo of their dad next to them? Right behind you. Oh, so
my flowers were artificial,
yeah.
But they're next to a photo of my dad.
Perfect, okay.
In my cupboard.
Okay, and the lady behind you, does that make sense to you as well? I know it's a little bit of a random thing to say, but again, we're piggybacking on. Doesn't matter if they're artificial, they're still frozen, I guess. They're not going to decay.
That's right.
Just put them in the washing machine, they'll be right. Dishwasher even. Oh, that looks so nice. What are you drinking? Oh, don't mind if I do. Talk to the picture. Because it's the element of conversation with photos, but especially, yeah, where the wedding flowers are, because I walk her down the aisle, Dave, the picture of me with the flowers. So the way that I translate that into English, I mean, of course, every father in spirit would want their daughters to know that they walk them down the aisle. He's very strongly insistent on that, but it's also like there's the validation of how the wedding flowers or the flowers that I walk her down the aisle with are next to or with the picture of me. And a massive thank you to both of you. And he says, thank you for looking after my daughter. Thank you for looking after my son. And they're friends in spirit. Like, they get along like a house on fire. Like, I know that they're not brothers, because that would be a little bit weird. We're in Canberra, not Tasmania.
We always thought that they would. There was some weird connections with, like, being born in the same area. They never knew each other. But
Well, Canberra, like, it's all one big suburb, really.
we're not from here.
No, I know, I'm just teasing. Neither am I. I nearly moved here. Did I tell that story? And everyone's like, no, don't tell it yet. Yeah. They honestly feel like brothers. So, again, that's just validation for the family, that, like, well, especially for you two, that if you thought that they were going to get along, of course they are. Now, Jacob, your dad says I can walk again, so I don't know if he had issues with mobility towards the end of someone else, but he really wants to validate for you that I'm able to stand up and get mobile again. Sharp pain. I don't think it's with either of your fathers, but did anyone in the family have pancreatic cancer or something about connections with it, like liver even? I'm getting a very sharp pain through here.
Dad had multiple myeloma, and it spread from his back through to his legs, and then
The legs, yeah.
Yeah.
He's got such a, like, she'll be right attitude about it. Because even as you were talking, he's like, well, yeah, what can you do?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Even towards the end of my journey on Earth, he's just like, I don't want to talk about that. Like, it's sort of like, whatever. Like, unfortunately, I know I'm terminally unwell, but it's like, what are you going to do?
Yeah. 2 weeks out, he tried walking around the house, and he wasn't supposed to be. He was bedridden.
There you go.
He doesn't care.
No. So please take that as a very strong validation about how much he wants to show that I'm on my feet again. And completely walking. But yeah, to both of you, from everyone up there, but especially your fathers, a massive kiss. Thank you.
Thank you.